friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Amber and welcome to my channel, Mama to All. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. If you would like to be part of this family and you enjoy this kind of content that I create, which is food bank empowering, and I say empowering because anybody is able to use the food pantry. If you are in need and can utilize it, it does not discriminate. It does not matter whether you own a home or you're homeless. It doesn't matter whether you have a job or you don't have a job. If you're struggling and times are tough, the food pantry is there to help you. So on this video, let's take a drive, which by the way guys, as this is a voiceover, I can tell you, enjoy this drive because this unfortunately is the last ride of my truck, or at least it might be. I don't know if my truck is going to be repairable. So we are on our way to the food pantry, and it's a monthly drive-through food pantry, and I've had people ask me, hey, take us along for a ride so we can see your countryside. Well, here you go, guys. I am from the South. I live in North Carolina. I am about 45 minutes from the coast, so from the beach. Not far at all. And we have mainly flatland. Certain counties, there's a few hills here and there, but it's primarily flatland, farmland. We do have some like development going up here and there. It's like all over. You see these housing developments, and it is absolutely annoying because, guys, they're taking over our country. And when I say our country, I mean my countryside. Like my farmlands, the elder people are passing away. The younger generation does not want to be doing the farming, so they're selling off the land to these developers, which are throwing up, 100 home subdivisions or communities, whatever you choose to call them. And it's saddening to those of us that enjoy our peace and quiet in the country. But we still have a lot of beautiful land here too. So, as I mentioned, this may be the very last ride in my truck. And when I say my truck, it's actually an SUV. It is a 2007 Chevy Suburban 1500 5.3 motor, 2-wheel drive. Okay. It's been giving me some issues, as is expected, because this vehicle has over 300,000 miles on it. That's a lot. Everybody that I tell, they're like, wow, you were able to, put that, because I did not know this, but apparently the 07 year for the Suburban was actually the worst year for the Suburban. I did not know that when I purchased this vehicle. I've had this vehicle, holy moly, how long have I had it? 5 years? Maybe 6? I mean, I haven't had it a super long time, not in my words, but like almost 6 years, I'm pretty sure. So I've definitely put some miles on it. Done a lot of traveling for work within this vehicle, and within the past year I stopped traveling with this vehicle and it became my local vehicle, meaning I drove it to the store, I drove it to work, I drove it to the food pantries, that sort of thing. No long distance traveling with it. Well, guys, as you can tell, I'm just driving along, enjoying my trip to the local food pantry. I had to get up early and take my oldest daughter to work. So I was able to go to the monthly food pantry super early. And with it being a drive-through, you typically will be waiting in line for quite a while, whether you're in the front or the back. So if you're in the front, you're waiting until they open for you to start going through the drive-through. And if you're in the back, you're waiting for everybody to go through. I was able to get number 4th in line, guys, and I was super happy. So I was like, whoa, this is a really great day. I knew I was going to be waiting for about 2 hours for them to open the parking lot, which was fine. I had my coffee I brought with me from home, and I was going to read. It was a perfect morning. It was still kind of, as you can tell, the sun wasn't super bright. It was not super hot. It was, humid, but that's to be expected where I live, and you become accustomed to it. So I was happy, everything was going great. I had texted Josh to let him know that I had made it and I was in line, and left it at that. And I just waited. Well, they opened up the parking lot and my truck wouldn't move. I mean, it would start, the gear shift would go down like it was going into gear. However, there was nothing engaging within the transmission, which, as I stated, I kind of expected this to happen because it's been giving me some problems. Well, I played around with it, trying to get it to go. Nothing would happen. So finally, the guy came over, the pastor, because this is held at a church, and asked if there was anything he could do. And I was like, unfortunately, there's not, sir. I said, I have called my husband. He's on the way. He said, well, I'll tell you what. He was like, we are holding your spot, number 4. He was like, not a big deal. He was like, when your husband gets here, we're just going to go ahead and you can have him pull into the parking lot. He'll grab your stuff. And, you know, you can leave your vehicle here as long as you need to. No worries. Awesome, awesome people at this church. I absolutely love it. And as I said, they do this food pantry once a month. They have not done it the past couple months. Don't know why. Didn't ask why. But super friendly people. So Josh gets there. He goes, he grabs, you know, he drives in. They load his stuff, or the stuff for the family, into the truck. And he comes back to me. He's like, well, look, hon. He was like, you know, let's go take this stuff home. He was like, let's do some research, see what might be wrong, and let's come back. Because there's not really cell signal there. So we go home, do some research, we come back. And the food pantry's over, so there's not a lot of people there, and we're able to kind of work on the truck a little. And unfortunately, there's no fixing it. Not in, like, what we could figure out. So we're like, okay. We just need to get it in neutral because, unfortunately, it would not shift gears. However, it is a 2-wheel drive. Therefore, there is no easy way to force this truck into neutral. Or at least we couldn't figure it out. So hour upon hours, we're trying back and forth. We're taking the dash apart, and we're looking for this and we're looking for that, and there's nothing, guys, and we're feeling defeated, and it's starting to get hot. So we just go on home. We're like, you know, doing more research, trying to figure it out, and we just cannot figure it out. So finally, push comes to shove. We have called all of our resources that we know, as far as, hey, do you have a trailer or something to help us try to, because we knew we were going to have to drag the vehicle because we could not get it into neutral. We would have flat towed it had we been able to get it in neutral. But nobody. I mean, and that's the sad thing is, unfortunately for us, we don't have that community that we can rely on. You know how everybody says it takes a village, and you need those people in your life that you can rely on, and you can say, hey, can you help me out today? I'm just trying to find a trailer. Or, hey, can you help me out? I need to borrow your lawnmower. Or, hey, I'm just, mentally stressed today. We don't have that. And it's sad because the people I called, guys, I called my father. There was no help there, but beside the point, it's okay. I reached out to my best friend, my one and only friend, and she did try to help. I will give her that. However, she did not have, anything that we needed, but I will not discredit her. She tried. She even called back later, her and her husband. She FaceTimed me. She asked, hey, were you able to get it going, this and that. So for her, props. She's the one true person I can rely on, and she will attempt to help. But other than that, no real help. So finally, looking at our budget, we don't have the money. We just don't have it. But Josh finally said, he was like, hey, I do have this one credit card. I've paid down on it some, because that was our goal, was getting out of debt. It did have enough credit on it that he was able to contact a tow company that was local to us, and $200 later, $200 that we don't really have, that now we're going to be paying back again, My truck is sitting in the backyard, and at the very end of this video, there's a clip of my truck being taken off of the tow truck. So financially, we're set back $200. And I can no longer DoorDash really, because except maybe Friday nights when Josh is working his other job and I can use his truck. And cause see guys, here's the food pantry I was pulling in. As you can see, nobody's in the parking lot, and there's third, and I'm getting ready to turn around because I'm fourth in line. Super ecstatic, very happy. I know my fingers are in the way, but guys, it's because I'm turning around and getting ready to park. And that was the last time I drove my truck, guys. So I don't know if we can fix it. Josh has got it in the backyard now, thanks to a wonderful tow company, and we'll see what happens, guys. But let's see what we were blessed with. Starting out, as you guys can see, we have some bananas. These I will freeze for banana bread, banana muffins, smoothies, anything of that nature, because they are a little past prime. So I'm just going to freeze them. I peel them, take them out, put them in a bag. I don't mash them, cut them, or anything. I freeze them whole. So, you know, awesome to get. We received 4 wonderful bags of romaine hearts. You guys know I love my salad, so that was a super blessing. Back here, interesting, we have another like teriyaki Chinese style saute. I think I'll do that this week with some chicken to make like a teriyaki stir fry. I know Josh will thoroughly enjoy that. And here we have some black seedless grapes. Fruit is always awesome to get. Never, ever, ever not thankful. Giant watermelon. You guys know I love a watermelon. We got one of these little foodies tray. It's pretzels, cheese, and apples. Perfect to throw in a snack. This is a keto style bread. I actually am very happy. I'm going to try this. I'm not keto, but I do go lower carb. I've not been enjoying bread because I don't eat bread, but I'm going to try it. We have some English muffins. Pretty awesome to get. I think I'll make Josh some breakfast sandwiches this week for his breakfast. We have, and check this out guys, it made me laugh. It said watermelon tenderloin. Since when did fruit get meat cut, like name cuts? Whatever. We have a bag of white potatoes. Pretty awesome. Always useful with potatoes. You can do many things with them. We have a box of Little Bites, and these actually have zucchini in them, guys. Like, Josh has already ate a pack, and I was like, how'd you enjoy those? He was like, those are really good. I said, haha, they have zucchini. And he just giggled because I actually make zucchini bread. And this, I'm actually kind of sad at, because I think I actually am going to discard the entire box. Why? It says refrigerate, not refrigerate after opening. It says perishable, keep refrigerated. And unfortunately, guys, it's all over that box, but these were hot to the touch. There was no refrigeration at all on these. There's no coldness, and I don't want to risk getting my family sick, so we have some Italian chicken breasts. I put these in that Ziploc bag because the other bag was ripped open, and I just didn't want to risk anything, so I just put them in a freezer bag. This is pretty interesting looking. I've seen lots of pork, but this is like a griller piece. Like, it's like thin and flat, made for the grill, and it's already seasoned, so that's awesome. And look here, small cut. So this is chicken breast. That's going to be perfect to use with that teriyaki chicken stir fry. So together, there's a complete meal right there thanks to this food pantry. And holy ketchup. That is a big container of ketchup. So awesome. More beautiful squash. So I may be dicing and freezing some of this so that I can have it for future use. Sweet potatoes. We love sweet potatoes. I'm going to probably cook some of those up this week as well. Don't know if I want to do baked, yam, like candied, or mashed. I'm not sure yet, but we love sweet potatoes, so pretty awesome to get. And back here, I am going to have to pick through these onions and get them taken care of fairly quick. You can see there it has some fuzzy mold on it. But if I wash them, peel them, dice them, slice them, and freeze them, I can preserve and save these. There's no need to throw them in the trash. That mold is on the outside. So just because you see that, don't trash it, guys. Peel those layers, and there's still good stuff there. And holy corn! You know, I passed up on the corn the other day at the food pantry and only got 8. Now I got an entire box. So guys, I will be preserving this. I'll put the husk in my compost, and I'm going to freeze the corn. I do not blanch it. I do not do anything to it. I literally just peel it, freeze it. And guys, this is an awesome help because my husband works in the hot warehouse, whereas I have a nice office to go cool off in. So these are an electrolyte drink. They're primed. They're like Gatorade or the other just like it. So pretty awesome to get. And here you go. I'm just going to pan back through so you can see all the... And here it is. It's home. All right, guys. As always, until next time, take care. But please remember, if you need assistance, look in my description box down below. There are several links to local food pantries, or actually the bigger food pantries, that you can click on, input your city, your zip code, and find your local food pantry. Please, if you still can't, my email is down below. Send me an email. I'll help you. But as always, guys, thank you for watching to the end. Your support is greatly appreciated. And until next time, take care, my friends.